Good morning. Well, it looks like there's a simple solution to save children from pollution. And that's getting them to walk in green pastures and fields or whatever. Um, I don't know if you knew this, but according to the livescience.com, and then I have another link from the National Institutes of Health, which I will link in the show notes below. Apparently 2 million children a year die from pollution. However, the metabolic syndrome is touted as being the most alarming thing that's happening to our children today. So you can look, and here's the irony that I want to draw. What is the big push for folks who want to, quote unquote, save the planet? Well, kill off the cows. What's the problem with killing off cows? Well, the problem with whacking cows and not eating meat in general is that these children are going to be eating an awful lot of ultra foods in order to keep their energy levels up. So what they're going to do is they're going to march in green pastures and hopefully not die of pollution. At the same time, an alarming number of children, and this is apparently freaking out the entire world. We have a lot of little fat kids, and 85% of the fat kids grow into 85% of fat adults, and they're going to succumb to what we call Syndrome X, or metabolic disorder. You can look that information up. It's all over the place, and essentially our need to try to save. Now, back in the day, Spock said, the needs of the few, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So if you're trying to tell me that we're going to go ahead and sacrifice cows, which will help all humankind by eating what we call the proper human diet and eliminating as many fake foods, grains, sugar, and the modern processed seed oils, and like I said, the refined foods in boxes. If we're going to get rid of meat and we're going to switch them all over into vegetarianism or veganism, that's not going to help. And I guarantee you, if you give me pound for pound steak to whatever vegetable you want, I don't care what it is, including breads, including anything, especially vegans, they're allowed to eat. I will definitely outlive you, because you just can't eat enough. You can't get enough. Oh, well, I supplement. There's a problem right there. We didn't have supplements 200, 300 years ago, 1,000 years ago. So if you have to supplement using modern means, then your diet can't be ancestral, proper, or human. So marching kids around in a field but not letting them eat cows is going to kill an awful lot more kids. Okay? And that's the irony. The irony is that in order to save the planet and allow the kids to march around in green pastures, we have to kill off a bunch of meat products, eliminate them from their diet, which would actually save all the rest. So you do what you want, but like I said, I do laissez-faire, which means, you know what, at least allow me to eat meat. If you don't want to, that's fine. Don't. I really couldn't care less. But don't take my meat from me, because I'll find it somewhere. And you may not like the answer to that. You may not like my solution, my simple solution to getting meat. If you steal from me my proper human diet, I'm going to leave that there. Use your imagination. And I also caveat emptor, hey, you know what? Let the buyer beware. If you think the trash people are selling you about vegan and, you'll get enough calories and you'll look fine and you'll be okay, well, the vegans can never get around the supplement problem. And those vegans that actually went 180 pure carnivore, nothing to see, Not like you've had. It's just there's no way to calculate that incredible difference between trying to munch down. I like to say, for example, and I'm not getting tribal. I'm just getting nature, man. I'm just getting science. Here, check this out. Vegans, you don't have the stomachs for it. Yeah. And just a real quick parentheses. By the way, cows eat grass, but they don't digest grass. Look up the digestive system of a cow, and you'll see exactly what I mean there. So, cows are also carnivores, 100%. And actually, humans are the only stupid animals that don't do what's best for us. Everyone else, all the other animals function on instinct, and they seem to do just fine when we stay out of their way. Or kill them and eat them, either way, but they're delicious. Yum. So I'll leave that one there. So again, the links. You gotta pick your poison. We're all gonna die on this planet. Obviously, there's none of us that's gonna escape. So I guess you want to pick. Do you want to have a long so-called life, or do you want to have a long so-called health span? I prefer the latter. I'd like to feel good until the day I don't wake up, instead of, for example, following my dad's. My dad's method was, checking out about 58 years old and then suffering for the next 15 years. That's not something I'm going to do. So anyway, guys, same old. I'm making the assumption you don't drink or smoke, which is just stupid. But at the end of the day, elementary speaking, get rid of sugars, get rid of grains, and get rid of the modern ideas of heart-healthy seed oils and refined foods, which are better for you. No, they're not. So fatty meat and eggs. We'll talk soon, guys. Bye.